Hello again. I've just realised I don't look at the camera, so I will look at the camera, not look at me. I have to do a quick video because I'm feeling triumphant and I wanted to share my success and my triumph with you because I know I share a lot of, well, not negative, but I'm obviously that sort of person. This is a triumphant story. It's absolutely amazing. You know, I had to go to a dentist, or I did say that yesterday, and it's a 15-mile drive plus parking, normal, and it's a little walk, and I really didn't think I was going to be able to do it because I can't walk far, as you know. I haven't got the energy and all the stuff. Anyway, I thought I'll be alright if I have a good night's sleep. I've had 4 nights of no sleep, literally I was awake all night. I went off about 6 o'clock in the end. What helped that I don't know. So I was thinking, should I really do this? It's only extras, it's not vitally important. Should I really do this? I prayed for help and I put all the cards in. I did everything I could just, to get to this thing this morning. I thought, I have to do it. You can't cancel it more than 2 or 3 times. So I set off, feeling a little bit apprehensive, and I almost hit a car just outside my bungalow. As I was pulling out, and I was made to stop for a few moments. It's really weird. I was about to leave and I thought, just leave it a couple of minutes. So that the morning started off a little bit ominously. Anyway, I did get there and I couldn't decide where to park because there's 2 different places. One's a little bit nearer than the other. And I just had to see how I feel when I get there because I don't really know what to do about this. So anyway, I did park in the first one I came to and it was quite easy. The appointment was fine. And I thought, gosh, I feel good today. I think it's this portal thing. Probably I've had some healing, I don't know. But I felt quite good, quite positive. I thought, I wonder if I could get in my car and park it near a town where I could get to the fishman. I love fish. And it's a very nice fishmonger in town. And have some lunch out. Lunch out. Well, the last time I went to Laos, which is the town I'm talking about, was 3 months ago, before this accident. I haven't been there since. I haven't been anywhere since. So lunch out. Friday market day, the sun was shining and people were busting about and all the flowers and the veggies in the market stalls, exciting. I love market days. So I got the fish. And I thought, what is the upmarket pub called? The Mason's Arms. It is upmarket. Don't get everyone going there. Only the those that, And there's a lot of old ladies there, which I found very depressing. But anyway, it's a nice pub, and the food's really good. So I had some fish and chips. I love fish and chips. Yeah, I like fish and chips and dry martini. I love dry martini, glassful, with lemon in and icing. And it was just what I needed, just the pleasure of sitting there with people, life, things happening, people talking. Oh my God, I haven't done this for, well, not for many years actually, but at least 3 or 4 months. And as I was sitting there, this is coming to a funny little story. As I was sitting there looking at the stuff behind the bar, all the drinks. I used to work in the pub, I loved it. When I was still married, we had a little pub on the corner called Live and Let Live. Oh gosh, it will be a short video. It was called a Live and Let Live, and I used to go around there a couple of nights a week, get paid not very much. I would never go in the public bar. I'm a bit of a snob, as you probably gathered. The lounge is fine. You get the upper crust people in the lounge. Not so much nowadays. This is going back about 40 years. But I used to love it because of the company. And I used to chat the men up. I'm a bit of a flirt, as you probably know too. And they used to come in and we used to have a chat and a laugh. And in those days you had beer mugs and you had them all hanging up on the ceiling, all hanging up. And it was really good fun. I'm just going to look again. There's something happening down here. Oh, it's 24 degrees weather-wise. Anyway, so I had this lovely dry martini and I can't tell you, it was sheer simplicity, sheer joy of the simple things of life, because I haven't done them for a long time, so I really appreciated it. I bet half the people there wouldn't have thought like that, because they did it all the time, And there's market day, and there's this, and there's had a little chat to somebody, and a little flirt with a waiter. And as I was sitting there looking at all these bottles, I suddenly remembered this pub I used to work in. I was good at it. In those days, you didn't have proper tills. You had to add it up in your head. Well, you did have a till, but you didn't have you had to add it up, make a list out, and there was always somebody that said, "Oh, you're not giving me too much, not giving me enough." So anyway, we had a good laugh in the pub. We really did. And there's a chap that ran it. Was called Eric. And I literally lived a couple of doors away. One night my husband came in to see what I was up to, I think. Sat in the corner and watched me. Anyway, this was a couple of nights a week. And then one day, I decided to go in there for lunch or have a drink or whatever. I can't remember now. But anyway, I went in there and it was full of men. It was some sort of convention. It wasn't a big pub, it was a little country pub. And there was all these men in suits, all, I had chat and I laugh, Lots of, dozens of men in this pub. And Eric looked at me and said, "Come on, Barbie, give us a turn." He wanted me to get up on the counter and give them a turn. It's just how I used to be, full of fun, So it was a really good memory. I thought, gosh, are you finding that at the moment? The memories are coming up. No, it was just negative ones, but I'm going right back to my childhood even. Stuff just surfacing, little things surfacing. I think, God, fancy that, remembering that or not doing that. Not just to do with my daughter, to do with my parents and things we used to do, Not a lot really in those days. My dad had a car, I believe, but I don't think we did a lot of travelling. We weren't things weren't done like that in those days. You just didn't go very far. Didn't even have a television. You had to listen to the radio. I'm going to look again. I bet. So anyway, that was just a quick burst of my, I won't call them floozy days because I was married, but I used to have some fun. And of course, when the men used to come in with their wives, they wouldn't speak to me. Because they'd been having a flirt, just all innocent fun, but I needed it, and I missed it. I really miss it now, this fun and laughter and sharing. I don't know how much we have to leave behind on the spiritual path. It seems a bit boring to me. Can't do this, can't do that. I'm not sure I should have dry martinis. I don't know what the rules are anymore. But I do miss the laughter and the fun, I'm sure we could still have that if only I could find some people to have fun with. Anyway, I'm off now. I'm going to have my wound for 3 months. It's still not healed properly. Having it dressed this morning. That'll be the last time. And then, well, the weekend's coming up. I'm not sure what I should do because I'm a bit worn out. My legs are not going to go very far now. I've worn them out. So there we are, darlings. I hope that cheered you up. I think the moral is, I really didn't think I was going to make it because this Emmy or whatever it's called, you just don't have the energy in your legs. They just run out. I said that to you yesterday. So you never know how much you can do. And I don't want a walking stick really. I tend to keep going if I can and sit when I can. Grab hold of somebody when I can. So I came back. I thought I've done it. Okay, with the help from my friends, I have a lot of help. I've done it. I've travelled into this town. I've walked the distance I had to walk. I think I'm not looking at a camera again. Sorry about that. Did the walked the talk, had a lunch out, had a dry martini, which I don't think I've had for about a year or two. So it was a really successful day. Sun is shining. Tomorrow it'll be different, of course. I wanted to share it with you because I just want to give you hope, because a lot of us are going through this dark night of the soul, as they say, where there seems to be no light at the end of a tunnel, and it is hard to get through, so you can do it. I've done it. I probably won't be like it tomorrow. I did a video today before it wears off. All right, my darlings, I'm glad I shared that with you. Hope it cheers somebody up. Take care. I'm going to take care. Oh, I've got my rune on today. What's happening here? I haven't got my rune on. It's a rune. You know about runes? Anyway, I'll see you later. Take care.